I painted Los Angeles, San Diego, Thessaloniki, Lisbon, places I visited or lived in and loved, but never New York, until recently. Why? At first, I thought I simply never thought about painting it. But now I think maybe I was avoiding it. As a teenager, I became interested in New York because of musicals. I became a huge musical fan and dreamed about Broadway and skyscrapers. The more I learned about the city, the more it felt like another planet. And in a way it was. I grew up behind the Iron Curtain, with limited knowledge about the world outside. So I drew an imaginary New York, something like a fantasy city of Oz. I drew it from imagination and added famous buildings so it would resemble New York. Back then, visiting it felt like something almost impossible. Then I went to New York, and it became my first entry to the United States. And after that, I visited again and again. I even made videos from my first visit, but strangely, I painted other cities instead. San Diego, Los Angeles, other places, but never New York. Why? I didn't even question it. Recently, I was looking for a new topic for my art, for painting, and for my art travel video. And suddenly I thought, how about New York? I have so many experiences of it, and I haven't done a video about it, and I haven't painted it yet. Why not? So I made one sketch, and then something strange happened. I made another painting of New York. And another digital of the same art. And then I thought, wait a minute, why haven't I painted New York before? I often follow intuition first and then I analyze what I have done later. And when I looked back at everything I've done recently, I realized I was progressing towards New York all along. It was all about freedom. Early this year, I decided to make a 30-day drawing and painting challenge, and I became more confident. I started to feel like I could draw or paint anything and it would be fun. I worried less about imperfections, and through experimenting more and more, I gave myself permission to be more playful, to use more fantasy and imagination. And that is how I finally approached New York. The first sketch was about confidence. I simply trusted myself. Then the watercolor brought curiosity. I wanted to see where the painting would go. Then the digital version became much more playful. I stopped worrying about accuracy and I started interpreting more. Then came the acrylic painting. I don't usually use acrylics, so this medium became a kind of a challenge. But unlike the other times, I wasn't worried about imperfection and accuracy at all. I simply struggled with the medium. And I wanted to see what would happen. And it became another sketch, another experiment, and something I would like to work on in digital again. Compared to my teenage version of New York, now I know the city differently. I saw the sights, the musicals. I lived the experience. I no longer want to paint the famous places. I prefer ordinary streets, quiet corners, moments where time seems to stop. There is so much beauty in ordinary places. So my New York becomes parks, street corners, places where you know the city is there without looking directly at it. And because I'm an optimist and dreamer, I paint them with bright colors and a little bit of whimsy. New York was always a dear place, huge in my memories and in my heart. Maybe that is why it waited, and maybe that is why I painted it now. Not because I suddenly became ready to paint New York, but because I became ready to paint it in my way. And this feels less like an ending and more like another beginning. Because creating is always a journey. So I finished it, and I didn't like it all this time. But in the end, the next day when I looked at it, I was surprised because now I can see it better and I like it. And I don't know how it happened. You tell me. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to see more of my art. You can find this digital painting on my website now, and it's there for you. If you like it, you can get it. And you can also visit my shops, which are in my main profile. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.